Today I'm going to talk about another very interesting and exciting topic, which is search-driven dashboards. While working with my clients and customers, one of the most important realization and message I can give them in many cases is that search is not about search only. You can use search components and displaying search results and search web parts at many different places on your website. And I would like to show you today how to do that and what kind of things you can do this way, because as soon as you realize the potential in this and the value that it can provide to your users, it will change your world 100%, I'm sure. So let's talk about this and let me show you how you can imagine those kind of dashboards. So this is my demo environment, and I'm going to do a search for books first, just to show you the search experience, which I know that you know. I just would like to show you a comparison of the different experiences. So I did a search for the expression book on this page, and you can see the classic 10 blue lines experience, the results being displayed as out of the box. Nothing surprising here. However, I do have two separate pages, two separate search verticals defined here, and the first one is documents. And on this page, I'm displaying the document results, and what you can see here is a different display template. The documents are being displayed in a totally different way. So the key of this user experience here is A, the filter, I'm filtering for documents only. B, the user interface itself, how we display the results. On the next page, you can see the very same document results being displayed with a different display template in this list format. And you can see that this is a totally different experience. Some users prefer the first one, some others prefer the second one. It depends on your users, it depends on your needs, it depends what you want. But still, this is still the search that your users know as search. But in many cases, we can provide valuable features and valuable functions to your users without letting them know they are using search. So let me show you how to do that. I'm switching to this page now, which is a classic web part page, nothing special here yet. What I'm going to do here is editing the page, and you can see I do have some static text here. I'm displaying a document library, also a discussion list from this site. Nothing special so far. What I'm going to do here is I want to display the latest documents from this site collection. So first of all, let me copy the site collection URL, and then I would like to add a new web part here. And this web part happen to be a search results web part. You can add the search results web part anywhere. You can also use the search query web part if you prefer, or you can use the search results web part. It depends. You can do this. Search results web part is available everywhere. So I'm going to use this one because it is available for everyone, everywhere. So let me add this search results web part first. And you can see no results yet. Of course, I need to do some configuration here. So I'm editing the properties of this web part, and while doing that, I'm going to click on change query, because this is where I can define what kind of results I want to display here. Of course, I don't have a query box on this page, why would I? It's just a traditional web part page. And I don't even want to have a query box, so I'm going to remove this query expression. Instead, I want to display documents. So I'm going to add this filter is document is 1. That defines I want to display documents. Next, I want to exclude the ASPX pages because they are also considered to be documents, but you know, in SharePoint everything is an ASPX page. We have a lot of all items, display forms, edit forms, new form, ASPX pages, and I don't want them to be displayed with my documents because from the user's perspective they are not documents actually. So what I'm going to do is excluding results where the file extension is ASPX. So with this query now, I'm filtering for documents and excluding the file extensions where the file extension itself is ESPX. And the third one, the third filtering criteria I want to add here is to include the results only from this site collection. I can do that by filtering for a property here, and I can use the path if I want, and the path contains, and I can insert a manual I can insert manually the site collections URL, and in this case I get this filter where the path includes this one, and I'm adding an asterisk to the end because I want to filter for everything under this site collection. If you want to have a dynamic filter here, so you see I did a copy and paste for the site collection URL, therefore it is not dynamic. If I copy and paste this query, the whole query from this page to another page, I'm going to use the very same site collection URL, which is a static URL. Instead, if you want to have a dynamic filter criteria here, instead of using the site collection URL as a text, so copy and paste from your browser, what you can do is instead of using the manual value here, you can select this site collection and add it here this way. So in this case, you can see my third filter criteria in this query is where the path includes this site collections URL, where this site collection URL is just a parameter I'm going to use. So if I'm testing the query, you can see I only have one document under this site collection. Of course, I can extend it to the whole tenant. So if I'm removing this criteria, you can see I get much more results. So this is how you can work. Another option I want to show you here is instead of this site collection, you can use this site as a parameter as well. So if you want to add a search-driven web part where you want to display something from this specific site only, you can use this one as well. And in this case, the site URL parameter will be used here. Some other options that you can use here are, for example, not with the path as the property, but for example with author. In some cases, we want to add documents that have been modified by the current user. In this case, you can use a property like modified by or the author. It's up to you what you want to do. If you cannot see the property that you want to use here, you can click on Show All Managed Properties, and then you will see the list is much longer. So you can use the author if you want, or you can use the modified by. And if you want to filter for the current user who is logged in this case it's me, but you can log into the same tenant, your colleagues can log into the same tenant, you name it. In some cases, we want to filter for the current user. And the current user can be found here as well, and this is the name of the user who runs the query. And in this case, I can do a filter for the user who runs the query. And in this case, I'm interested in the documents only which are and have been modified by the current user. So if I run my query now, you can see I get some different results. I've got 37. If I remove this criteria, I get 59 documents, definitely much more. And of course, you can combine them. So you can do modified by the current user, where the path contains this site collection, etc., etc., you name it. You can add as many properties as you want, or you can use and, you can use or, you can use those operations here as well. So for now, for the sake of this demo, I'm going to remove all those additional criteria. I'm not going to filter for the site collection. I'm not going to filter for the current user either. I just would like to display the most recent documents, right? So first, I'm going to leave this filter here is document is one. This is a document. And second, I want to remove the ASPX files. And you see, I get 59 results. And also, I have to change how those results are sorted, how they are ordered. Because I don't want to order them by the ranking model now. I want to order them by the last modified or the creation date now. You can use the creation date if you want to order the results by when they have been created, or you can use the last modified time if you want to order by the time when they have been modified the last time. I'm going to do this one. So in this list, you can see all the managed properties that are sortable. I was discussing all those managed properties and search metadata a week ago, and the whole last month topic was search metadata. So if you want to learn more about them, just go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/searchexplained, and you will find those metadata videos there. In a nutshell, in this list, you can find all the managed properties that are sortable in this environment. And definitely, the last modified time is here. So I want to sort the search results by last modified time in descending order. I want to see the latest document on the top of my results. So I'm going to save the settings here. I'm going to click OK. And you can see here are my documents now. The latest documents in this result set. Some configuration, some additional configurations here. For example, I want to remove the language dropdown. You can see this preference for results in English here. I don't want to see it here. So I want to remove them. I don't want to see the results count either. I don't want to see the advanced search option. I don't need the did you mean. I don't want to see the promoted results. I just want to see the ranked results, and I want to see the top 5 for now. So if I'm going to apply those changes now, you can see I get 5 results here. Okay, but I don't like how they look like. I want to see this list experience. I want to provide the same experience to my users. No problem at all. I am in the same site collection, therefore I can use the same display templates. So I'm opening the web parts properties again and opening the display template settings, and I want to use a single display template, which is this Jumpstart Documents table here. I'm going to select that, clicking OK, and saving the page. And you see this is my list, which is a little bit tiny in this layout, but you see I'm displaying 5 results with this specific display template, and if I want to change how they look like, I can apply a new display template. If I want to change what is displayed here, I can use different criterias as I showed you, and you can use the same way to display search results on any pages. So the conclusions are: A, don't be afraid of using search results web part anywhere on any of your pages. You can do that. Second, you can align the search query. You don't have to use a search query box. You have to enter your own query, which can also contain parameters like this site collection, this user, today's date, etc., etc. And after you define your query, you can also define how the results are going to be sorted and ordered. And as a result, you can display whatever you want, whatever can be displayed by search. You can display that on any of your pages as well. This is what I wanted to share with you today. If you want to learn more about those topics, I highly recommend to visit our site at searchexplained.com. We also offer trainings and online courses as well. You can find that URL in the description of this video as well. Thank you very much for listening today, and see you next week for our live webinar. Bye now.